Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 23 of Crummy's Christmas Countdown. It's Christmas Eve, if that makes any sense. We're pretty much there, 2 more beers to go and, well, I think I've saved the best till last, at least the ones that I'm the most excited for. So let's get straight into it, let's find out what beer is behind door number 23. And there we have it. There was no way we were going to get through 24 beers without Blue Monkey coming up at least once. The only reason really they didn't feature more times is simply because, well, I've had everything from them multiple times. Most of it's featured on the channel either in reviews or lives before. So when I was told they were going to release a brand new stout that wasn't just a variant of their Gorilla, which is always excellent by the way, I say just, there's a brand new recipe, an oatmeal stout. It's called Jungle Bells, which is obviously a monkey slash Christmas themed name. It's coming in at a hearty 5.7%, and if you've noticed a lot of cuts in this video already, well, it's because Christmas is already taking its toll. I'm very full. I mean, the Christmas slug is already here, but hopefully this will perk me up a bit, so I'm very excited to get into this. Before we do though, here's a quick look at the bottle. Classic Blue Monkey bottle styling, but with some extra snow, Jungle Bells, information on the back and sides as usual. I'm trying not to shake this around too much because this is bottle conditioned. Only one glass will do for this, of course. It is the Blue Monkey glass. Now, you're probably thinking the same as me here, Tom. That looks absolutely flat as a pancake. And, yeah, it does. This bottle was meant to be bottle conditioned. But, for whatever reason, well, it doesn't appear to have been. There's no evidence of any carbonation gone into there whatsoever. Now, something to take into consideration with this is that this beer is not, I don't think, at least at this point, intended to be a mass production run in bottles. It's in all of their organ grinder pubs and a few others on cask, but yeah, it's not really designed for bottle use. I believe it has been included in some of their kind of festive things in bottle form, but really you can't just go in and buy one, I don't believe. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. We're going to review it anyway, and I'm going to drop them a message, hopefully give you an update as to what's happened here. But anyway, let's get into it. Firstly, the aromas. It smells proper, decent, stouty, rich, bit of coffee, a bit of licorice, smoky, deep, rich, dark chocolate notes. Yeah, it smells like it's going to be absolutely brilliant, to be honest. So let's do this. Cheers. Merry Christmas. Okay. It is absolutely flat. There's no doubt. However, the flavours in that beer are fantastic. Wow. I mean, Gorilla Stout from Blue Monkey is one of my favourite stouts of all time. But this has got, I don't know, it's different. It's just as good, but it's different, and I feel like it's deeper, richer, bit more winter warmer like, if you know what I mean, which makes it perfect obviously for a Christmas beer. It's got a huge roastiness, dark chocolate, there's a touch of caramel sweetness, but it's pretty bedded down. The licorice not really coming through on the flavour. Has pretty damn good mouthfeel as well for that ABV. And yeah, it's just very, very nice. So let's do it. Top to bottom taste test. So initially, in this case obviously no carbonation whatsoever on the front of the tongue. Bit of bitterness. Second phase, it remains a bit bitter, but a bit of sweetness, just tantalising in, bit of chocolate. As you swallow it, bit more bitterness again. It's a weird one. There's a lot of bitter profile throughout it, but it's not heavily bitter, if that makes sense. It's not, I don't know what the IBUs are of it, but I don't imagine it's huge. It's just prominent through quite a lot of the taste profile. And after that, you get warm, bit of a almost a whiskey finish to it, even though it's not. It's a bit of that slightly warming kind of in the esophagus. I guess it's just the slightly higher than average ABV that's doing that. And a lot of that rich, super smoky dark malt, and it just leaves you with a bit of a lick of caramel sweetness kind of in the back of the mouth, but the front of your mouth on the aftertaste actually retains quite a slightly darker, richer cinder toffee kind of real intensive aftertaste that, to be honest, I'm really enjoying. It's, I'd say, less clean in terms of the aftertaste and the composition than their Gorilla Stout, because kind of stouts always fall in one of two categories. You either get the super clean stuff, which is, it feels like it's Guinness inspired, even though a lot of the cases it isn't. It's just kind of which way you go with it. Whereas this one feels much more rustic, a bit more bomb-proof, a bit more flavour, a bit more everything ramped up into it, if you like. And this is where this one sits. But as a result of all that everything into it, the aftertaste lingers for a long time. Much more variety in flavour, I guess. And yeah, just depends what you're after. It's an interesting one because there's heaps of different flavours in this, but it doesn't come across as a flavoured beer, if you know what I mean. There's just lots of little nuances to the different malts used and that sort of thing that goes kind of, you keep wanting to come back for it, see what you can pick out, see what you can find. It's complex, but at the same time, I suspect its composition in terms of ingredients is going to be relatively straightforward. It's just a bit of clever beer engineering, if you like. So let's see if any of that is true, although I'm just talking absolute nonsense. Let's take a look at the bottle. So, Jungle Bells, 5.7% Oatmeal Stout from Blue Monkey Brewery. It says, Blue Monkey Brewery, since hitting the beer world in 2008, Blue Monkey has gained a powerful reputation by winning more than 100 national awards. Allergy advice for allergen C ingredients in bold, and the ingredients list is water, malted barley, wheat and hops. That's it. That is it. So, yeah, they're just doing some absolutely genius stuff in the brew there. Drink responsibly, bluemonkeybrewery.com. Jungle Bells Oatmeal Stout, brewed with 9 malts, offering a deep, dark, complex character, including heaps of oats, providing that silky smooth mouthfeel. Bottle conditioned, may contain sediment, 2.9 UK units, as it's a 5.7%. Yeah, I mean, it's an absolutely fantastic beer. I think something went a little bit wrong in the bottle conditioning on mine, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I say this is not really a production run beer in this format. You can definitely go to some pubs though and buy it there. I'm sure it's a little different, but I'm really happy with this. When I found out they were doing this, I automatically got a bit worried because, well, Gorilla is so good. As a base beer, as a variant, they do kind of 5 different flavoured versions of Gorilla, or have done throughout the years, and there's just it's so versatile, it's always excellent. And I was a bit worried, well, how are you going to match or beat that, which is really what you need to do with a new beer. I don't think they've beaten it, but they've matched it in a very, very different way. And if I was to go in one of their organ grinder pubs now, and I've got the choice between Gorilla and any number of flavoured Gorillas, and one of those, right now, 2 days before Christmas, that one is definitely getting my vote for sure. So hopefully that gives you a bit of insight into this beer. I will be completely transparent and say Blue Monkey did give me this bottle to review, so big thanks to them for doing so, because I've had a blast. I love it. I would have already dropped you a message about the apparent lack of carbonation in this bottle, and hopefully we'll already have an explainer for that on screen either already or in a minute.
And it's me from the future. I've had a reply from the good people at Blue Monkey, and it turns out that this bottle was mistakenly taken directly from the brewing vessel and didn't have the additional sugar added for bottle conditioning, which explains the issue. So small oversight, never mind. It was a great beer anyway. Back on with it.
That really is all I have to say about it. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you haven't already subscribed, if you will be so kind, and I will catch you tomorrow, Christmas Eve. It's going to be a big one. Cheers.